Mayday, 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 mayday. This is Vadek Davis. Mayday, mayday.
We have detected an asteroid belt in our direct path.
Come on.
Don't you want to make history?
We're not going out like this. Now hang on. The world is full of stories. My dream is to tell as many of them as I can in my lifetime. Welcome to the Bard's Story Shelf, a podcast where I'll be telling stories, dissecting stories, and listening to others tell their stories. Today, I'm going to be telling a fictional story. This story is called 17. It's a collection of recordings from aboard a spaceship some 2,700 years in the future. We follow the life of Captain Vadek Davis aboard the Black Cardinal. This is 17. This is Captain Vadek Davis of the Black Cardinal. It is currently August 22nd, 3745, close to 0800 back home. Here in the expanse of space, it's simply another beautiful sight of stars and planets all around. This is a progress report on our 15-year journey. We've been gone for a full 7 years as of yesterday. Our top scientists on board are celebrating our successes as we've found sustainable food and water on 3 separate planets.
Ah, there you are, Captain.
DCOM, can't you see I'm in the middle of something?
My apologies, sir. I'm simply here to inform you we have detected an asteroid belt in our direct path. We'll be making contact within an hour.
Is there anything we can do to avoid it?
Not without exerting a substantial amount of fuel, shortening our journey.
We've been up here for 7 years now, DCOM. Making this trip shorter is not at all a problem. What's that?
It seems we've entered the asteroid field, but that makes no sense. We're still quite a ways from where
Well,
my
it's here now.
calculations-
Strap in, we got a lot of flying to do.
Captain, the likelihood of safely navigating this without destroying the Black Cardinal is incredibly low. I must recommend an alternate course of action to this.
DCOM, we're inside the belt now. Flying through this is the best we can do. We're not going out like this. Now hang on! Status report. Can anyone get me a status report?
Good news, Captain. We have successfully maneuvered through the asteroid belt.
And?
We have also sustained massive amounts of damage to the main fuel supply during the encounter, and we are currently operating solely on reserve fuel while being 6 weeks away from home.
Communications?
Communications are in working order. Captain, there's no way we can successfully travel back home with the Cardinal in this state.
So we drop some of our cargo and lose weight, deploy the pods and count our losses?
Sir, I don't mean to ruin your ideas, but the numbers don't add up. The food needed to support the entire crew weighs more than we could possibly hope to haul. There is an alternative, but I believe you would prefer this off record. Don't you want to make history?
Of course I do, but this is insanity.
There is no other option, Captain. This is the only way to lose the weight necessary.
Can you get them back home?
Me, Captain. I assure you I will be among that number.
You have to get them home, DCOM. You can preserve everything that we've found so far. So, can you get them back?
Yes, I can get the Black Cardinal back home.
Then it's settled. I'll find the rest.
Captain, I'm not sure that's best. I can run calculations on...
It's a choice, DCOM. It's a choice they'll have to make. I'll find the rest. Give me an hour.
By your orders, Captain.
Today is August 24th. This is Captain Vadek Davis of the Black Cardinal. Well, former captain of the Black Cardinal. I suppose I'm not much of a captain of anything anymore. If you're hearing this, then we're probably long gone from this life. But that's not the point. I've left the Cardinal in the capable hands of DC-0M42, or as the crew all call him, DCOM. Myself and 16 others, along with an outrageous amount of supplies, are currently in one of the Black Cardinal's illustrious escape pods. The android has stored all of the Black Cardinal's expedition information on his data hard drives. He needed to survive this 7-year trip, just to ensure that it wasn't a total waste. This recording and all future recording will be uploaded to this escape pod's data drives. If anyone finds them, this is what happened. I'm hopeful this pod can get us to somewhere survivable, but we truly have no idea. We are currently aboard an escape pod with 3 months' fuel supply. We have about 8 years' worth of food, and we have an abundance of warm clothing. We're letting ourselves drift along as much as possible. None of our readings have found any signs of planetary habitation. We have nowhere to go, so we're allowing the craft to drift slowly in space. After sustaining massive amounts of damage to the Black Cardinal, we found that our fuel supply and our food supply would not match up to allow us to safely get back home. The solution? Load an escape pod with enough cargo to ease the fuel necessary to get back home. The problem is, we had to get rid of more than simply cargo. There are 17 of us. Those aboard in no particular order: Lee Herman, Francis Patrick, Dr. Zach Jensen, Fletcher Lynch, Dr. Iowan Lang, Abby Reed, Janet Wilkins, Max Jacobs, Carter Jacobs, Tim Jenkins, Dr. Bella Kay, Gabby Smith, Jameson Watts, Jackson Chase, Matt Cooper, and Dr. Alex Finley. Oh, and myself. We are the 17 casualties of the Black Cardinal. It's August 26th. It's been 2 days since our last recording. The group remains silent most of the time. The Jacobs twins talk the most. Nothing wrong with that. They probably have the most to talk about. The rest of us, we don't expect to see family again. They still have each other. We have started eating meals collectively. We meet at 0900 for breakfast, 1300 for lunch, and 1900 for dinner. Lee was the first one to propose it. No one had any real objections to it. Talking is hard, knowing there's not much hope of survival. The pod has a minor range of tracking enabled, but the likelihood of being found continues to get lower as the Black Cardinal drifts away from us. There's not much to say, really. Only that we're trying to find hope, despite the fact that unless we're found after this is all over, no one will ever know our story. October 1st. It's hard to imagine we've been adrift for a week. We've continued drifting, and we've not had to use any fuel as of yet. Hopefully, we have some very exciting news. Dr. Bella discovered that by using the ship's enhanced radar, we can send out long-distance scans to begin searching for a planetary destination. It's not much. The scan could take days at a time to return with any new information, but we have to try. We've kept things quiet from the other passengers thus far. There's no sense getting anyone else's hopes up unnecessarily. It's a long shot. But we might just finally have some hope. This is Captain Vadek Davis signing off for now with the first glimmer of hope we've had yet.